Hello everybody, okay, friends, family and even the sugars whom I know are lurking about. Welcome to all of you. Today we'll take things more seriously and get down to what is real and what is not. And without any further ado, here we go. In terms of the lady in brown, I either did the bravest thing or the dumbest thing ever. I actually emailed the person who I suspect it to be directly. Yes, I know, maybe it is not this person. Maybe it is. Maybe it is this woman and she has nothing to do with what we have been talking about. But I have been thinking long and hard about this and felt an immense amount of guilt. Can you imagine being this woman? Perhaps she's married. Maybe her family are conservative. The consequences of being drawn into Harry and Meghan's baby drama could potentially be very damaging for her. So I lost patience with myself and decided against a cloak and dagger approach. Do I expect the truth? Not necessarily, but if this person is innocent, then there would be no reason for her to lie. And she may even welcome someone helping her rid herself of this rumor. If it comes to that, I'll be honest with you with regards to the truth, without making her identity known. I think that is only fair. So we'll see what happens. It may take a while, but in the meantime, I'm almost too nervous to even open my email. Anyway, let us move on. We are fast approaching the 31st of March, and whatever is coming out in the media is non-conclusive. Some of the news media are sticking to their story that nothing will change on or after the 31st of March. Others are stating that Harry will finally lose his honorary military titles and that he'll be replaced by other royals, but that will be where it ends. Yet, others are saying that he'll also lose his position as president of the Commonwealth Trust. One or two are reporting about the pressure the public is putting on the royal family to remove all the titles. So, in reality, we are actually still in the dark. And whatever we put out there is speculation, rumor, and nothing more. Meantime, while all this speculation and gossiping is happening, it came out that Harry and Meghan had a Zoom call with Senator Gavin Newsom before the United States elections. Although there is no certainty what they spoke about, talk is that the conversation took place at the time when Governor Newsom was under pressure to replace, and I'm not going to say her full name, but Ms. Kay Harris, with another woman of colour. After the story broke, the Sussex PR were quick to respond by saying that it was not a political discussion, but purely an introductory, friendly chat. Yeah, right. We all know that Meghan is delusional enough to have thought she could step into Ms. Harris's shoes and take over from her without any experience or credence. Of course, she is, after all, Meghan Markle, the most beautiful, most intelligent, most talented person in the whole world. And that is sarcasm, in case you didn't know. But that is neither here nor there. It is all starting to add up. Meghan's phone calls with Gloria Steinem, the fact that it had come out that she voted in this past election, Harry's rant about the incident at the or at that building, another name I cannot say on videos. Yes, it is all adding up, and 2 plus 2 made 4 ages ago already. Meghan and Harry are clearly inserting themselves in US politics and have made their choices and leanings very clear. So now I am asking you, my subscribers, my audience, why is there still speculation about what should happen to Harry and Meghan's titles? Why is the Queen and the British government still hesitant to make a decision about their titles and the Harkles' future? What are they afraid of? Harry and Meghan had broken each and every rule set for the royal family, each and every part of their Brexit agreement, and then there is just no way in heck they should be allowed to get away with it. And ask yourselves, what would it mean if they do get away with it? There had been so many polls, so many surveys, and all of them showed that the majority of people want Harry and Meghan to be stripped of their titles, privileges, and patronages. So what is the issue? Is the monarchy so afraid of the minority that they are hesitating or even prepared to ignore the majority of people? Or are they so full of their own importance that they do not care what anyone wants or requires from them? And then there's a third question. Or are there forces or people within the royal family who are working to abolish the monarchy? This is a question I have not heard anyone ask before. I was forwarded 3 articles by The Guardian yesterday, and I'm posting the headlines here. I'm not going to discuss the articles individually or otherwise, but it is clear to me that the discontent with the monarchy and or the royal family is growing rapidly, and that the number of people lobbying for a republic is actually growing, and that they are gaining momentum and strength. I know the Queen is old, and perhaps she is indeed tired and emotionally drained, but she is supposed to have her children and grandchildren filling in the gaps for her, along with aides and advisors. When I look at Charles, though, I fear that he is unable, both as a royal and person, to successfully take over the reins from his mother. Not only has his values, moral standards, and integrity been questioned in the past, but like his son Harry, he had regularly, and still does, overstepped the lines of politics. We also know that he is currently involved in the global reset, which, in his case, should rather be left to the economists, academics, and politicians, of which he, Charles, is not one or the other. Even William has now tested the waters with certain remarks about racism. This is dangerous for the royals, who should rather lead by example and keep quiet in public. I received quite a bit of backlash for this very statement on other platforms, and I shall read to you my comment which finally settled the argument. Okay, so it appears that my comment has been removed, so I cannot get to my exact words. But basically what I said was, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If we are pointing fingers at Harry and Meghan and their support for organizations like BLM and for things that they have said, then the same should apply to the other royals. The other thing is also that to date, William and Kate's behavior has been absolutely exemplary. They have provided such a good example, and as I always say, lead by example, not by words. So it is taking a huge risk by posting tweets and talking about certain issues and then risking saying the wrong thing, offending the right people, and eventually being the victim of your own words. So that is basically what I said, and finally I got a few people to understand what I was getting at, and I then regained a bit of support for my opinion. Anyway, so in closing, it is my opinion that the only hope the monarchy has to survive in the future will be to claim back some of their power, discipline, some of their mystique, some of their charm, class, and style. Yes, some of that fairy dust which intrigued all of us. And fortunately or unfortunately, the only way they can start doing that will be to professionally distance themselves from Harry and Meghan, and that will mean stripping those titles. None of us expect the Queen as a grandmother to stop loving her grandson, or Charles as a father to stop loving his son. We don't expect them to exclude Harry, or for that matter his wife, from their private functions or their private lives, but there is no place for Harry and Meghan living in the United States, having woke and liberal political affiliations, to remain in the monarchy. And by stripping their titles, the Queen will be showing strength and discipline, and exactly what we need from them as the royal family. So this is all my personal opinion. I do know that there are many folks out there who share my opinion, but I am not in any way trying to prescribe or even influence any of you to think or believe what I do. So, people, I have a far more humorous and funny and gossipy video that I'm busy putting together for you guys. But yeah, we need to put a serious one in between from time to time. That is what we're here for. We have a cause, we have an opinion which we wish to discuss with all of you. And as long as the debate remains polite, why not? Okay, you guys, take care of yourselves. I'll see you in a day or so. Bye.